Nope. There we go. Wow. I don't think my mic's been working this whole time. Anyway, wow, so much you gotta pay attention to. All right, there's my camera. And you see how that's jumping? It shouldn't be jumping. I don't understand that. If I go here, everything looks great. I come here, it's not. I don't get it. VS capture. All right, let's just focus on what I was gonna do. So I'm back here. I am set. Sorry about the audio. Welcome to live streaming. Um, mic should be good to go. Everything should be working now. Sorry about that. All right, main camera code. Still, you see that jump? Did you see that jump? That is what I want to fix. Um, let's see. I'll get back to the zoom on the mouse thing and I'll show you different ways to do that. But first, let's fix this silly thing right here. This is really annoying. So to fix this, and I would do it here so you can see it, but I have to fix it in the right place. So you're gonna have to bear with me while I do this. So on this should be, I will do transform and then reset transform so it jumps correctly. Then I move all the way down. And then I actually hold down the Alt key and I will show you this on the OBS one just so you can see. Whoops. I want this to be, and you can actually scale it to exactly where you want. And then you just put it in and then you right click, transform, fit to screen, and it jumps. So now I'm going back to go to camera tap right, and it's still doing the jump. Screen capture. I just fixed it. Transform, fit to screen. I don't get it. Here, I'll show you what I was doing in OBS. So in the OBS screen capture, if I do transform, let me do some stuff first. So what I want to do is clean all of this up. Boom, boom. Uh, Let me new folder, screenshots. I do a lot of screenshots apparently. Not sure why, but I do. So I am moving screenshots. I'm just cleaning up my desktop so you don't see all the garbage that I am doing. Da, da, da. That's weird. See, all my screenshots. Uh, this is so weird. Let's see if I can take a few of them and move them over. Replace. That is the problem. Replace, replace. There we go. Copy all these. Move those into here. Okay, whatever. Place. Oh, it won't even let me. Place. Why can't it just say that replace all? You think that would make sense. We're just gonna move to trash. Oh, it's because of that. Eject. Can't move that. Now it should work. Okay. There we go. Replace, replace. Okay. That's all cleaned up. Okay. Wow, what a hassle. So what I'm gonna do here, or you can't even see. Yeah, that's fine. Um, so I am in my auxiliary scene and I'm in my OBS screen capture. And what I'm going to do here is I am going to do the transform and reset transform. Ready? And watch what happens. Boom. It puts it in a place that's kind of crazy. And you can see that it's not lined up. Everything's a mess. Can't really get to it. So what I have to do is I have to drag it down to here. So it's already cropped correctly. I got lucky. But it's fine. If it was not cropped correctly, I could hold down the Alt key and move it. You see how it turned green? That's when you're actually cropping the image. So you're cropping your video source. So when you crop your video source, it will allow you to just take a little area of it. So now that it's relatively there, it's really kind of confusing seeing OBS in OBS, but you understand. And then what I want to do is do transform and then fit to screen. So when I do fit to screen, boom. And now it is officially in place. So when I came to this one, transform, reset transform, I'm going to bring this up to where I can see it. And then do the drag to where I want it. Just like that. Click on this and then transform fit to screen. And boom, that's in place now. Great. Let's see if it stays that way. Main camera. Nope, it still does that jump. OBS looks great. I wonder if it's something to do with the desktop capture, or maybe I'm doing two desktop captures and it's confusing it. I don't know. I wonder if I do this one OBS screen capture, which is a scene. So if I come down to that scene and I click on properties here, if I hide OBS, you can see that it's still, that maintains. So I wonder if I just stay with this and I just toggle it. There's OBS. There's my screen. OBS. My screen. Yeah. I think it has to do with multiple desktop captures in different desktops. So that was a hassle. All right. But we're going to stay with the OBS one, right? So let me go back to OBS. Come here. Go to properties. And I am not going to hide it because that's what I'm trying to explain to you. All right. So now that that's good and that's still jumping. I don't understand that. All right. So now that's a lot on the screen right now, right? And you can see uh, this and this, but it's kind of hard to see, especially if you're watching on a video. So one of the things you want to do is zoom into things. And there's a really cool Lua script that I found that somebody else created. I did not create this script, um, but it allows you to zoom in. So what I did is scripts, and I'm actually going to delete that one, and I'll just use the OBS one. All right, so this is using the OBS capture zoom source, zoom factor of 5. Can probably make that a little smaller. We'll do 4. Zoom speed, auto follow mouse, follow speed. All of this is fine. This is the thing that is really confusing, and I will show you what I mean. So I'm not going to do it manually this time. So what I want to do is come here, and I'm going to set up a hotkey for it. So I go to preferences, and I will go to hotkeys, and then I will go down to zoom to mouse, and I'll just use these function keys because they're easy. That one, whoops, that one, and that one. Great. So now, if I do this right, and I click here, so it's supposed to zoom to the mouse. As you can see, it did not. And if I click at the top left, that worked great. And let's see what I do on the top right. Nope. You see, it's not lining up. And that's because I'm not doing my full screen. So this is one of the things I was playing with this morning of setting that up. So the script is really cool and it does a lot of great things. It does not scale well if you're just doing cropped videos and things like that. So let's come back to the script, and I figured out set manual position 0, 0, 19, 20, and we'll do here, we'll do a scale 1 to 1, right? And this is actually what's kind of fun that I've figured out. You're going to need to see it. So if I click, I do the corners, right? So let's start with the corners. If I zoom in, hey, that one looks good. Let's do the bottom corner, right on the plus. That is not good. But if I move the mouse down, does it even get there? It doesn't even get there. And as you can see, it's following my mouse around. And if I zoom out and I hover right here, zooms in, that's still good. Back to the plus. What? Am I on the plus? Oh, wait, I want to go here. Okay, there's the plus. Right? Not working. But if I scale this to, let's say, 7, and then I zoom in, hey, it worked. And let's see if I broke anything by going back up here. Nope, that still works. That still works. That's great. Let's go to the mixer. Nope. So the level seems to be right for up and down, but now the X is wrong, right? So I want it on the word mixer, on audio mixer, which if I scroll up, you can see, I gotta scroll right. I want it to be right about there is where I want it to zoom. So to do that, let me unzoom, is in this script here, I'll start playing with the X because now I want to line it up with this. Still not right. So let's try this to be 3. And then put it back here and then zoom in. Nope. Let's try 1. And it's a lot of trial and error. So if I do 10, no, 3, 1, 10. Interesting, it's not even moving. 7, 50, 20. So let's zoom out and then zoom back in. that's too far. Great. So let's do 7. And let's try that. No, I really think it's 4. And this is my mouse, yeah. Move this out so you can't see it, but I can see where the mouse is. So that is not good. I'm going to play with this a little bit. Let's figure out what's wrong. So if I do this, so Y is too much and the X is too much. So let's see if I can, I wonder if I can play with it real time. I can. 1, 3. Nope. 1, 6, 1, 8. Close. 10. So I want it to be on the audio mixer. So 1, let's see what 10 is. No. That that seems right. Let's do 3. Scene transitions, don't too far. 2, audio mixer. There, we got it. So what I did is I put the mouse and I left the mouse in that one place, and then I started playing, and I got to move the mouse so you can see it. But let me unzoom. And I just started playing with these numbers right here real time. So X and Y is 2 and 4. I'm gonna leave that and let's see if it works. So if I go to the top up here and I zoom, hey, that looks good. I go to the plus down here and I zoom, that looks good. Go to the audio mixer, that looks good. Scene transitions, great. Controls, still good. FPS, yep. And the 3 dots at the top, perfect. So now this script is literally flawless. It's pretty amazing. I'm going to try and zoom in directly to that little dot. See, that didn't work. Um, I'm going to go back to audio mixer. If I scroll up just a little, oh, it's a little confusing because it's an infinite loop. So it might actually be working. Because if I click on studio, because I was looking at my mouse in the mouse, and it's really confusing. Oh, Inception. Okay, so now you saw how to actually tweak this. And this script, OBS Zoom Mouse Lua, I'm going to show you how to find that. Let's do it together. OBS Lua Zoom to Mouse. And here it is. And it's actually this one. Ta-da! And it works with everything. And it's based off of this other guy's. But this is really good. And I don't think you can see that because OBS is open. So let me close that and let me go to code. See, and look, now I'm on this and it didn't reset or do anything and it just worked. I don't get it. So you were watching this too, so I'm not crazy. So if I went to here, everything stays the same. I went here and now it's all staying the same. I don't get it. So in here, this is the URL. And I wonder if I can zoom into that. I probably can't. I'm gonna try. Yeah, it's a different source, so it won't work. Wonder if I can. Nah, it's fine. Anyway, that's the zoom. And that's what I was using on the OBS one. So if I come here, and rather than hide OBS, I'm going to move it out of the way so you can actually see things. And then if I do this and I zoom, hey, it still works. Which actually, that might be a better solution for me. So I come here. This is the URL. But yeah, you can just type it and figure it out. But really simple. Here's the actual script. It has step by step on how to do it, but really all you do is, yeah, you go to tools. Let me bring OBS back so you can see what I'm doing. You literally go to tools, you go to scripts. Down here, you click on the plus to add the script, and you'll have a bunch of different scripts. You want the OBS Zoom or the desktop. It depends. I called it different things. These are two of the exact same scripts. Um, for those who are actually into the coding side of things, it's really kind of cool. Because OBS lets you do this. Watch, I can click on edit script and it will actually jump to, let me move this out of the way. I wonder if this will actually work. Let's see. It did. Great. And it'll show you the exact code of everything he wrote. And this is a Lua script. Lua is a programming language, just how you write any code. And populate Zoom sources list. So this is a function that will get you the list. It does socket connections to actually track everything. Does some script updating. I'm literally reading this for the first time, so please bear with me. Here are the default values which you can actually set for yourself. The unload. Curious about the unload. Although that is important for memory management. Yeah, I haven't looked through all of this. On settings modified. So these are OBS properties. OBS. Let's see what OBS is. I've never written a OBS script in my life. Doesn't mean I can't figure it out. So local OBS Lua. This is kind of cool. This is the filter name. Here are sockets that it uses. Wow, this structs, pointers, code. Objective-C, the best. Get mouse position. So this is the thing, getting the mouse position and then doing the calculations for it. So kudos to the guy who did this and here's an OS X version, here's the Linux version, and here's a Windows version of getting the cursor position and then doing the math based off of the location for the display height and the point of Y, and wow, it's just math. Anyway, you get the point. So let's go back to OBS and I will do this and ta-da. So that's working. And now that's working. I don't get it. I didn't change anything. And now, as you can see, when I load the code, it doesn't, I don't get it. It doesn't jump. It just stayed in the right location. It's just crazy. So if I do this, there's the OBS version. There's that. So it might have been the scripts conflicting and it was trying to zoom something that it didn't have access to. I don't know. Yay! All right, let's go back to the main camera. Wow, that was a lot. So I talked about the zoom, I talked about the stacking, I talked about the OBS. Let's go back to OBS. That's what I wanted to show you, the other thing. So down here, and now I should be able to do this and it'll show. So I have auxiliary scenes, right? Zoom, circular camera, screen one capture, and OBS screen capture. So I'm going to show you the OBS screen capture, which is what I'm using right here, right? But let me unzoom. If I click on the OBS screen capture and I zoom in here, you're going to see that is the actual source, right? So that actual source properties. There's my monitor. Hide OBS for capture. This is unchecked. This is why I can see OBS while I'm actually displaying my desktop. Ta-da. All right. The Zoom's working great now. Go figure. And then now that I have audio source and this, all I have to do on this is I don't need to include another audio source. I can literally just include my camera that I want, where I can position it, which is me right up here. And I can move this around, right? Yay. Or I can turn on and off my little logo. But this is the scene that I've added that actually already has the audio source in it. And you can see down here that the audio is coming through now. So that should be good to go. Things to check when you're doing a live stream. Make sure your audio is working. Wow. And it's still working. And this has the audio, the Mac OS audio capture. This as the Mac OS audio capture. Why? Because the Zoom scene has it. So then when I do my little applause thing, it'll come through all the way and you'll still hear my laugh. And that's part of the audio capture. Yay. I guess that's it for today. It's been longer than I thought it would be. It's been a half. Wow, it's only been a half hour. That's good. So I generally do 15 minutes. Try to do it daily. Uh, Tomorrow I'm gonna be. Oh, I can actually show you a little preview. Yeah. Okay. A preview of the next thing. I come here and I am doing preparation and communication. So I'm going to talk preparation and communication. So that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow in the podcast. That will be episode 9. Can't believe I've already done 9 episodes. I missed a couple weeks because I was sick and then I was at a conference. Actually, I was at a conference and then I was sick. Anyway, all is good. I figured out everything I wanted to do. I still don't understand why my code is working now and this one's working great. I don't get it. It's just crazy. There are some glitches, but welcome to live streaming. Uh, cool. I guess that's it. Thanks again for coming by, and let me know if you have questions or a topic you want me to talk about. But I'm gonna keep diving into this OBS stuff and learning more and more because one, I don't know why it's so much fun for me. I I love doing the little details of like, oh, how does this work? And then this works with this, and then this works with that. I really enjoy all of that and being able to switch between cameras. And then I have another camera that I was going to use, and I was like, it's fine. Anyway, so much fun, really entertaining. It's kind of my new hobby. I hope you're getting something out of this. If you have questions, comments, or complaints, please let me know. I will have a new episode up tomorrow, and I'll still probably do my daily tomorrow morning just because it's fun for me. Uh, guess that's it, and I will talk to you all later, and then I can actually do this.